Good day, and welcome to part 13 of my Greedfall playthrough. Today we're just going to continue where I left off, finishing off the investigation into the native cults, and most likely continuing on Kurt's loyalty mission. I hope that you're ready to rumble. It does look like I'm dangerously close to
I do
completing.
not want to interrupt, but I think our priority should be to find Cornelia.
You did
I
interrupt, though.
doubt our Mother Cardinal is aware of the Inquisition's actions. She will certainly want to put an end to it all to appease the natives. Whereas, a frontal assault led by Deirdre and her men would only rekindle the conflict. And Cornelia would certainly take umbrage at an intervention of the congregation without even informing her of the situation.
Wait, so is this one or the other? I can do either or. Hmm. I think that's a decision I will leave for another time. So I'm going to do Kurt's quest. But after going back to New Serene to tell her about what's happened with Taleme, the port quarter. So I'm in the transitional camp right now, and I'm trying to decide between the infantryman's arquebus and the engraved hunting blunderbuss. Just oh, but then the small shotgun with the brass barrel is also quite tempting. Hell, even the ivory plated dueling pistol is good. I'm just looking at flat damage numbers, so this is a little better than what I have now. And as far as the flat damage goes, it looks like it does, let's say 604 damage based on the math here. 604 damage. Now I just don't know how important elemental damage is. So in theory, 548 physical damage, but no elemental damage. It could be better, and I wouldn't know the difference. But the funny thing is, despite all of this, I mean, this does less stun, but this is just 594 flat, and that's higher than almost everything else. That's almost equivalent to the engraved hunting blunderbuss. So as far as damage goes, it's really the main reason I even use it. I'm going to buy this, and I'll just use that. Yeah, and I'll put away the other gun. All right. I have also decided that I am going to tell the Cardinal about the impending attack because I really don't want them to escalate this more. I hope there's a peaceful solution for the natives when they attack the settlements. Kind of wish I had Vasco with me right now. Well, I've double backed and picked up Vasco just in order to talk to the Admiral and continue this quest. I'm just hoping that he'll have some more unique dialogue. I put Ciora off the team for the time being just because I don't think I've really heard any dialogue between Petrus and Vasco before.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Let's speak about the Teleme extremists conflict.
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
Honestly, it didn't actually even cross my mind. I forgot that we met our mother at the beginning of the journey. Or, I guess, in quotations, mother. Huh, so that makes me a seaborn, right? Technically, I'm supposed to be a not.
I need to be going. Until we meet again.
Now I need to know the actual
I can't
details.
believe it.
Yeah.
That for all this time, I've been fed lies.
Maybe I should have had
Did
Kurt.
Constantine know? I must go see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our faiths.
Seeing talk to Constantine and find the expedition thing. Let's do Kurt's mission next. I want to knock out all of the what was it, the companion quests, ideally, before continuing further in the storyline. So be right back. I'll just be heading back to the Desardet residence. I'm going to try a combo of Kurt and Petrus? I'm thinking. No, I just want to do Siora. Having the healer will be good. I still don't have an upgrade weapon for Kurt. Let me just take a look at his stats. I am... Oh, the knots are still suspicious with me. And I'm not friendly with any of the other factions yet. That's a little unfortunate. I'm hoping to be able to build that up. But where are you? So Kurt, I need to hit level 24 before he'll be able to use some of the two-handed swords I have. He's currently able to use the same type of weapon that I'm using, but I haven't picked anything up, and there hasn't been anything available in the stores that I can consider to be like a full, like a good upgrade that's worth my money. So I should be able to travel straight there from the world map. Speak to Constantine, that's fine. Inform the Cardinal of the impending attack, that is also on my list of things to do. Oh, I haven't even talked to Kurt since Act 2 started. That might be why.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Raynor. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
Let's go.
How can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
I've actually got quite a bit to do before I go back to Constantine then. I've now shown up on the map with the ghost camp. Next to basically the camp that reminded me of Monster Hunter. Ooh, let's grab that. So let's see what they've been doing at this installation. Hello? Oh, just a few mobs. So let's take. I've just missed it. So oh yeah, so it's right down here. This should be quite interesting. This is the Black Ops group essentially. I guess I can just walk in. Oh, okay.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
You two know each other.
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I'm Siora, Donegad, of the Gaius-Rad.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Yeah, but the guards
the
have
same
proven
apply to
themselves unworthy of
Listen,
trust.
Kurt, I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
Yes, ask him about the camp's purpose.
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret, even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
Does this man not realize that I'm a Donegad?
I noticed you're a native, but you're a friend of Kurt's, so I trust you will be discreet.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
Let's find out about the site's organization.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How's it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
And then what about the training received here?
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
I will do so. What about Rainer's death?
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Rainer.
Oh, I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbour.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable, but these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Raina.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
You don't seem to like this man.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories for me. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here.
It's the well for water. I wonder if I can actually go into the complex. It looks like I can.
It's blocked.
Never mind. Well, let's at least talk to the lieutenants first.
Lieutenant,
Respectfully, Captain.
here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. She would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How respectful. How rare. Ask for details about her squadron.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange.
Spy and
These
assassinate,
skills
yeah.
are normally associated with assassins rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What about the training
What
then?
kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you get
How
here?
did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolf in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
Well, I mean, I can't. I've already asked everything else. I don't have any other option than to corrupt her. And I do want to get information anyway. I just don't like the idea that we're quote unquote corrupting her. But it's the only option I haven't
Kurt,
selected.
don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Raina, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes. I'm sorry, haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
Well, I can still ask them about everything. How do I get down there, though? Oh, I see. You have to jump down into the pit. Hello there.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, madam. I'm listening.
Let's discuss your training.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well,
So he's lying to me as
yes,
well.
that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your
But you're all
comrades?
shady.
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, madam. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
What about accidents during
We've
maneuvers?
learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver.
Didn't he get beat the hell
Does
up
this
though?
happen often?
No. Of course not.
Yeah, he didn't die in an accident. He
Only
was
to those who
beaten
aren't
the hell up.
strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellence, Captain.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
You can't hide the lies.
We need to purge this entire place.
Soldier!
Captain.
At ease, soldier.
Let's talk about your training
We'd
then.
like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, my lady.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
It's
No,
Wilhelm.
it's not a test.
Or Wilhelm.
You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult.
If he screams
but
later, we
can't
know what it'll sound
complain,
like.
Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
What about your squadron
You're very
then?
united in this squadron. At least that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Raynor sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Raynor. And we're lucky to have the lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Let's take a peek. I know I'm sitting on a lot of skill points, so I'm kind of thinking about it. I can buy healing. And it does look like regenerative fear. Oh. It looks like I can upgrade Fury further, and I didn't realize it. I could get healing and heal my own teammates. But I'm also looking at anointed weapons, and I'm thinking about that too. What are these? Dosage, Assassin's Touch, Fire, which does elemental damage, Earthquake, Bomb, that hits all enemies. But is the bomb an item? Or is it just... The real question is the bomb an item, or is it magic? It just looks like... It doesn't look like it costs anything. So, I'm actually seriously thinking, like, heal would be useful to keep my friends alive, and then the other healer can heal me. But if I can throw a bomb that hits all enemies, that might be really good. I don't know how this works, but there's no harm in finding out. Yeah, let's do that. So can I use... okay, so this is what it is. My weapon already does magic. Oh, What's the difference? Sorry, what my weapon already does poison. I wonder if I can do poison on top of poison. I can't say I'm familiar with that. Stasis is a way to CC someone, is my understanding. I'll do 5. Let's do 4 as my poison, 6 for magic, and 7 for elemental. Now I don't know what magic coating will do. Yeah, that's not something I'm super familiar with. But don't ask me why I waited this long to actually distribute points.
Lieutenant.
Captain.
My friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Madam?
Ask him about his squadron.
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What about the training?
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now, these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
What happened with Raynor?
I heard the recruit Raynor trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Raynor fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell?
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it.
Hello.
Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
How's the training
You
going?
look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadrons, Captain.
And what about your comrades?
You seem concerned about your comrades.
Comrades.
You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
Press X to doubt. Let's ask about Raynor then.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Raynor.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Raynor left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, madam. Captain.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go! Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
I don't have to do anything there. We found our way ourselves, which is good. I thought I'd have to persuade or use intuition or something. Alright, Wilhelm.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry, Captain Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to know?
What's really going on?
What's really going on here? We know that Raynor didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
And what's going on with
Tell
the
me
training?
about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
And they call us barbarians. We could never put our own children through this.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
That's what we noticed. So what happened to
As
Raynor
for
then?
Raynor, do you
Did
know
he talk
what
back?
happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who
Seriously.
are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike.
And he
If you're
died from
looking
that?
to punish Raynor's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise I'll soon be as dead as Raynor.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain,
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Pretend to leave the camp. Okay. I'm leaving, guys. Totally leaving. For real.
Kurt, Wilhelm has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They are humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raynor wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death.
You know about that.
I know.
You know about this kind of training.
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refuse to open for me.
You're full of anger, Sengots. Take a deep breath and think. Then tell us your plan.
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Interesting. It's almost nighttime already. What? Are we... Oh, are we just here now? I thought I'd have to run back and wait till nightfall manually.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training.
That's probably the pit they were talking about. I mean, I don't want to do the front door, but if...
Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
Yeah, but nothing's stopping me from looking in all the other rooms. It doesn't seem like sneaking will be important here. Oh. Night training order. All recruits who receive this note are summoned to Soldier Wilhelm's night training. The training is not optional. You are expected at 10 p.m. on the forest trail north of the camp. Should a recruit not attend this training, they will be the subject of the next training. Great. I don't think I'm on a time limit, though. Give me that. Letter from the commander. Captain Rolf, congratulations for the work you have done. You have perfectly fulfilled your mission so far, and several of your ghost recruits have already accessed positions close to the governors as planned. Major Herman has informed me that you have suffered some casualties, but nothing susceptible of changing our plans. Continue on this path, and we should be ready to act shortly.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt.
Is there a
It
coup about to
confirms
happen?
that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
Okay, what's on the nightstand? The keys, I'll take that. What is this, his room? No, it's just a hallway, my bad. Letter from Major Herman. Captain Rolf, your recruits have arrived in San Mateus and perfectly fulfill our expectations. I would not have expected anything less from one of my best students. I made sure that the commander knew what a good job you did in your ghost camp. I have no doubt that he will know how to reward you. If the recruits we sent to the other cities are just as efficient, you too will be a major soon. This is all actually very fascinating, so I'm quite interested to see how this is going to play out. That said, Kurt is also a coin guard, but he does seem surprised by everything happening. But I've kind of lost faith in Kurt, partially because of gameplay reasons, to be honest. Oh, can't go back out. Why can't I leave? Okay. But partially because of gameplay reasons, because he kept he's not doing any damage and he abandons me in fights. That's not entirely his fault. Key to the torture chamber.
This room.
Oh.
What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have
Oh.
turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
So many. Formation report. Captain, we have trained the new recruits as instructed. However, some of them seem to have a hard time with the lack of sleep, so they were sent to the Black Room to be toughened up. We suffered a casualty, but the experience was very successful, and even though they came out slightly weakened, they were much more cooperative afterwards.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Raynor shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
That's the young man who helped us, isn't it?
Yes.
They will probably kill him for it.
We can't
Also
let them kill
true.
him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself.
Alright. How do I leave this place?
I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we...
Sorry, I realize now I just walked right into them and I could potentially be sneaking. And I'd rather do that, especially if he's saying to avoid quote-unquote needless death. So let's give that a shot.
Pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
I should save him first. I don't even know if I should be sneaking right now. But I don't see why not. Better safe than sorry. Almost there.
Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting this. He's getting destroyed.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
I thought they were just gonna beat him. Why are they attacking him with weapons?
Stop! We won't let you kill this boy like you killed Raina.
Soldiers! Do you realize what you're doing?
Captain? But...
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. Toms!
I mean... I don't know if this will matter. I think these are both just to take us out of a combat situation, so I'll just use
When my
charisma.
master of arms was in the guard, he always repeated, fight with honor. What honor is there in lynching one of your own when he's defenseless? What honor is there in being forced to kill one another the moment one of you refuses to toe the line?
none. We followed orders. Nothing more.
You've been manipulated. But it's not too late to refuse all of this, to act with honor.
You're right, Captain. It's over, Lieutenant. We will no longer beat our own.
Imbeciles! Traitors!
I'll happily kill you on your
To
own.
my health, and death to the others!
Bye-bye, best of the best, quotations.
Will you be all right?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive. Thanks to you. I'm eternally grateful.
Come, Wilhelm. We'll help you get home. We owe you that at least.
I'm counting on you to bring him back to the camp in one piece.
Yes, Captain.
Well then, let's go. We can't let that vermin Rolf escape us.
Ooh. I can't wear that, but... what's his name? Pedrus will.
Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're right. Let's try to approach discreetly.
Alright, so now we're going back to the other sneaking section. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind just fighting through them all. The problem is, I can't be sure that the patrolling guards are not innocent recruits either. That's the main problem for me. Okay, back to it. Don't look, please. Do you not change your patrol at any point? Do you not move? How am I supposed to sneak past you? I mean, I could just straight up assassinate you, like, you know, knife you in the neck, but that defeats the whole purpose of what I'm doing here. That's a stealth attack. I'm going to quickly save and just test out trying to walk around the corner, but how can he not see me? Are you serious? Okay. So stealth in this is a little less involved than expected. Not sure how I'm supposed to get to Raynor. I hope that guy's still not following me anymore. Sorry, not Raynor. Rolf. Yeah, he just stands there, that guy. How am I supposed to get past him? How do I get in there? Unless I was supposed to go from the other side and I just completely missed it. Oh jeez. Oh, I see a ledge now. Okay.
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit.
Let's see where this takes us. Oh, there's a lot of them, though.
Rolf, you bastard, how could you be part of this
Hello there.
disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and
They-
we're here to save you.
They all look the same.
We're doing our best to avoid
They're
a
brothers.
fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey. Enough! To arms! Attack!
I think mention saving him would be good, but I want to use my 75% chance.
Must I remind you what happened to Raynor?
And however many others perished to fuel the ambitions of this camp's leader.
Is this what you were promised when you were recruited?
No. No. Honor and glory. We've strayed far from all that. Let's surrender. Anything is better than dying here like dogs. How dare you? You know what awaits you.
Shut up, you idiots. You're no longer in a position to threaten anyone.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've trained cowards. Their training wasn't finished, Captain, and the speeches were so convincing. Silence! Where is this second squadron? Should have been here a long time ago.
They're not coming, Rolf.
They surrendered too. It would appear that your training methods aren't very effective.
Now that you no longer have lackeys to send after us, Rolf, you'll have to get your own hands dirty.
I've dreamt of shutting that big mouth of yours up for so long.
Ouch.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Oh, I missed that. That's unfortunate. Oh good, you have actual armor that I can consider to be an upgrade. And a claymore. It's a key to the basement. Alright, well, I thought I already opened that. Maybe Kurt finally has a weapon to upgrade to? Yes, he finally has something new. It's been so long.
Will you be all right, Kurt?
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that this camp won't kill anyone else.
What about you, Wilhelm?
Thank you for saving my life. Without you...
I hope you can forget all about this. This is not what the Guard is about.
I don't know if you'll be able to forgive us, Wilhelm.
I've been in your shoes on other nights. You didn't have the choice.
While we wait for this camp to close for good, you'll be under Wilhelm's command. You'll soon receive your transfer orders.
At your orders, Captain. Glad it's you, Wilhelm.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on here.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Yeah, I'm not sure she doesn't
Her?
know.
Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go see her immediately.
Oh, we just teleport right there. Okay, I won't complain.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it, even encouraged it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard, and that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood Torsten's scheme until now.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay for it.
Believe me, he won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinder.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
Alright. What have I got next then? Is there more to his quest? Looks like that's a no, but I should probably talk to him. Hey, Kurt.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Let's talk about your relationship with the captain.
Rolf appeared to know you well. What was he to you? A friend? A rival?
A little bit of both. I wouldn't have willingly chosen him to be my comrade. And yet he was. And he was always picking at me to make sure that he was the best, the strongest, and the most appreciated. I suppose we all have someone like this in our past. Did you not experience that with Constantine?
Let's just talk about a childhood memory.
Constantine was never easygoing.
Because we
but
seem to
we
get
were
along right
friends
now,
more
as far as I
often
know.
than we were rivals. I know he could be awful towards other children, but he always had a liking for me.
You were, and I think you still are, his only friend. The court has not been kind to him.
It's true. Did you know that his father told him one day that he would never climb up the ladder if he did not start behaving in a noble way? Constantine took it a bit too literally and
Oh, no.
decided to climb up the city walls.
Yes, I wasn't with you then, but I was told about it. That was the first time you saved his life. You were very brave that day. And if memory serves, thanks to you, he wasn't even punished. You really are the friend everyone dreams of having. Anything else?
What about your relationship with Sieglinder?
Sieglinder appears to know you
Sieglinder.
well, and to have a lot of respect for you.
We fought together. That brings people closer, you know that. But I can assure you that's all there is to it. Actually, up until now, I've fought by your side more often than I have hers.
You still managed to surprise me by leaving me in the dust and going off to fight one enemy and not assisting me in battle.
Yet you still managed to surprise me.
I certainly hope so. Just as you surprise me often. Finding pleasure in discovering new aspects of one another's personality is half the fun of a relationship, isn't it? Anything else?
I
Nope.
must leave you.
So I'm not seeing any further quests for. Oh no, this Shadows of the Guard. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything else from Kurt, his quest. So I will now continue this, but I need to inform the Cardinal. Yes, I'll do that first before anything else. So this is Sieglind. So she's been here this entire time. We just never actually. I still can't talk to her now, but we never got a chance to speak with her before. Cool. Alright, time to go back to the Cardinal. So I've swapped out Siora for Kurt for the time being. I also wanted to note that I did equip Petrus with some of the new gear, and Kurt has replaced his helmet. I have decided that I'm more than likely going to invest in Endurance as my next trait, just so that I can actually wear some better armor as well. Since I haven't run really into any Reflex 4 or Strength 4 requirement items yet. Is this a coin guard person, or no? That's something else. All right, my lady, I have to tell you about what's going to happen.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Lady de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Oh, talk about the Bastion of the Ordo Luminous.
I have come to inform you of the existence of a secret camp, created by the inquisitors of the Ordo Luminous. From what we know, they abduct natives and take them there to torture them, and convert them by force. And those who refuse to renounce their faith, despite their suffering, are shot in cold blood.
How does the Inquisition still dare to take action? You'd think that what happened to them because of their overzealous ways would have taught them a lesson. In any case, if the natives came to you to complain, we must intervene.
In that case, we should act fast, Your Eminence. Because one of these native clans is getting ready for an assault. They managed to find the camp and are gathering their troops.
I implore you to dissuade them, Your Excellency. It is our duty to fix this situation. I wouldn't want the natives to think that we were letting them suffer without doing anything. Since you seem to know all the details of this matter, will you agree to lead my troops?
You want me to lead the offensive on this bastion of the Inquisition?
Yes. Of course, you would be leading a troop of guards, which I will immediately put at your disposal. Go to the barracks and show this mandate to the quartermaster. He will ensure that you are provided with the men you need. As for me, I pray the Enlightened will guide you in this terrible task.
I appreciate that she seems reasonable, this Mother Cardinal. As far as I know, she is politically inclined, though, so she can always play us to her advantage at some point. But that's kind of why we have looked into her skeletons in the closet as well, to kind of prevent that from being a thing. Alright, let's go and find the coin barracks. And this should be the... This is the entrance to the barracks. Hello, I'm here to take your troops and then go and fight inquisitors.
And what can I do for you?
Show him the mandate the Cardinal Mother gave you.
Here. The Mother Cardinal gave me this mandate for you to supply me with some troops.
Everything looks perfectly in order. May I ask you what this is about?
Some members of the Ordo Luminis built a camp to convert the natives by force. Her Eminence wishes to put an end to what could lead to a war between Thélème and the natives.
I see. It was high time someone put an end to the dangerous zealousness of these inquisitors. I will order the men I have here to assemble in the courtyard. Do not worry. I will send you my best. I just need to explain the mission to them, and they'll be on their way. And
oh, it kind of cut him off. Alright.
The Mother Cardinal is sending you to fight under the orders of Her Excellency de Sardet. You will have to put an end to the crimes committed by the Inquisition in a nearby fort. I expect you to obey the orders of Her Excellency without question. For Thélème, for the Guard, fight with honor!
Comrades, pack your bags. We're leaving at once.
Fight with honor!
Okay. Let me see if I can actually leave that backyard area. So these are the guards I'm getting. That's fine. Go to the meeting point at the secluded glade. Okay. I just fast traveled to the secluded glade camp because of our extensive exploration earlier in the game. I remember this area now. Yep. So, just a random observation as I was running through the streets. I recognized that everyone else seems to actually have their weapons visible on their backs or in their sheaths or whatever on their person. But as the player character, mine just goes into hammer space. No such thing for me. I guess it's to prevent the, like, it's supposed to stop, like, impeding the camera or anything in cutscenes, but truth be told, I've been blocked plenty of times by NPC weapons as well, so I don't see the point. I would, if it were up to me, I wouldn't mind just having the model visual on my character, just for a little bit more immersion. Of course, immersion isn't exactly the goal of this game.
We're almost at the fort. Should we wait here until nightfall?
Sure, why not?
Yes, let's.
Our men are ready, Your Excellency. They're awaiting your orders.
Perfect. Our objective is located beyond this cliff. The inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of it.
Understood, Your Excellency. We'll be discreet.
Let's find a vantage point to get a better overview of this fort.
Here it is. The Mad Inquisitor's fort.
There's no turning back. I hope that you are all ready. Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
Most of the fighting will take place outside. The priests are at a disadvantage in confined spaces.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
What are your orders, Your Excellency?
We're behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct 2 near-simultaneous assaults. The first, larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can, and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you have eliminated the troops in the front of the building, focus on the right wing.
At your orders. Should we keep a few men here to catch any potential runners?
Indeed, an excellent suggestion. Are you ready for the assault?
We're ready, Your Excellency.
In that case, conduct the assault as soon as you are in position.
So I initially got rid of Siora because I thought we were going to have to attack some natives or sabotage their plans. I didn't think that we were just going to come here and actually fight the same people we would have fought in the first place. So anyway, it doesn't matter that much. We're already here. But I could have just kept her for the party is what I meant. And yes, I have no qualms with stabbing all of these people in the necks because well, that's kind of the point of this fight. That's the kind of the point of why we're here. And it turns out they have some items. Ooh. That's exciting. We're actually finding some purple gear, which are potential real upgrades. Which I will have to say, it's been about time. I spent so much time running around without any actual noticeable upgrades available. Oh, you lived!
To my help, and death to the others!
I was not expecting... Oh, crap. So...
Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before the inquisitors kill them all.
These frame drops are really rough, I know. I will say I've already purchased all the parts for upgrading the computer, except for the graphics card, but I'm currently rolling with something that I bought last year, and it's a bit too early to upgrade again, but that will be in the works over the next couple of years or so. It's a 3050, so it's not, you know, the very best of the best, but it'll do its job. But the CPU, everything else, has been in my computer since 2015. So I've reloaded the save, and I'm hoping that it'll be smoother this time. It does look like it is smoother. Good.
We intervened quickly, thankfully. Let's find the keys to these cells.
Alright. Take everything. Captive Registry. This registry lists the captives who were or are still detained in the camp. There are no names, only short descriptions and an estimation of their age. It also describes the way they were treated and whether they were converted or, quote-unquote, returned to the light. The latter are by far the most numerous. Well, that sucks. I'll use the key. You've got some interesting
Wait here
antlers.
for now. We are still fighting outside.
I don't think there's anyone in there. So let's see the upstairs area. It says to defeat the inquisitors inside the camp. Oh, good day. You're very casual about all this, but good day. Hello. You too?
Have a nice day, madam.
Thanks. Okay, well, they're very calm about the situation. Oh. Hiya!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help, and death to the others!
May the shadow engulf our
Ouch.
enemies.
Is he just trying to punch people? Is that what Petrus is doing? If so, that's hilarious. The old man just walks up to you and clocks you. Looks like there's still some more to go. What's in here? Oh. List of inquisitors involved in the secret camp. This notebook, probably intended for the camp guards, lists all the inquisitors who have the right to enter the secret camp. The name of Father Claudius is in there, along with many other names which are unknown to you, but would certainly interest Mother Cardinal Cornelia. Okay, well, we're finding all the information we need. At least so far. Is there anything else down here? No, so moving on to the upstairs area then. No? Okay. I'm sure there must still be enemies up here then. Anyone else I can stab? Oh, jeez! Okay. Maybe not. Anyone behind me? No. Okay.
And death to the others! Move away! Things...
I think that was the last of the Inquisitors. The fort is safe now.
Inquisitor Bishop's ceremonial armor. I am not looking at a lot of the loot that I've been picking up. Oh wow. That's a lot better than what I've got right now. Yeah, Endurance 3 might be my next goal. Petrus is wearing... Yeah, Petrus might as well wear this in the meantime until I can get to rank 3. And Kurt can also wear this. I'm probably going to forget that I have all this gear, to be honest, but I'll make sure to check my heavy armor companions once I get enough endurance. Order Luminous account book. This account book lists all the spendings of the Order Luminous, including those related to the secret camp, its construction, and its
We're done
operating
here.
cost. Okay.
Let's lend a hand to our allies outside, as there are still some prisoners there.
To the outside we go then. Oh. Ouch. I will happily loot all these bodies. It looks like there's a lot of like good purple gear being dropped in this area. Yeah, again, this is good too. I think I saw some boots as well. Is there anything I can actually wear? No. These are all Endurance 3. So this is all like actual heavy armor. Petrus, I'm choosing you because you are more likely going to be in my party at the moment. Magic regen, magic explosion damage. Yeah, put on the Inquisitor's necklace. Healing necklace can go on to Siora when she comes back to our party. Okay, so we are getting upgrades. I'm happy about that. Okay, so I have to go back there. I think that's the exit. Can't use that door. So, oh, I see. Okay. Oh, hello. It's pretty satisfying to actually shoot with the pistol, I will say. Nice.
His prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here.
So I guess that sucks. They were all chained up. Were they working the mines or just... Oh, I guess they were just throwing bodies in here. I thought this was going to be like a little mine or something. Forced labor. It might be a bit of both, but they didn't get very far. Not really anything of note, though.
How did the battle go for you?
Your plan was successful, Your Excellency. We won a resounding victory.
Congratulations. We were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely exhausted, but alive. I would like for you to escort them to the closest village.
At your command, Your Excellency.
Once this is done, you can return to your garrison. And do not worry. The Mother Cardinal will be informed of your valor in combat.
Okay, so I will actually report my success to the Mother Cardinal in San Mateus next episode. I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today, and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.